following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Match wits with the champions in America's favorite question and answer game, live from New York City. The Intercollegiate Battle of Brains now in its 7th season. The award-winning General Electric College Bowl. Presenting outstanding varsity scholars throughout America and brought to you each week by the General Electric Company. General Electric, makers of world-famous portable home appliances, clocks, health, beauty, and floor care products. Today's contest brings together this fine team of varsity scholars from Park College, Parkville, Missouri. And our current champions, the varsity scholars from Portland State College, Portland, Oregon. And now, the man with the questions, Robert Earl.
Thank you. And good afternoon. It's good to have you with us here in the General Electric College Bowl. Let's get started and meet the teams. First, here are the challengers, the varsity scholars from Park College.
Terry Scullin, Cleveland, Ohio.
Walter Black, Manhattan, Kansas.
Pete Francis, Ellsworth, Kansas.
Seth Gutman, Levittown, New York.
That's Park College. And our current champions, varsity scholars from Portland State College.
Larry Smith, Gresham, Oregon.
Jim Westwood, Oregon City, Oregon.
Freeman, Portland, Oregon.
Mike Smith, Salem, Oregon.
All right, that's Portland State College. All right, you've met the teams. Now I'd like to have you meet the coaches. First, from Park College, here is instructor in sociology, Mr. Dick Wetherill. Welcome, Mr. Wetherill. Good to have you with us. And from Portland State College, here is associate professor of speech, Mr. Ben Padro. Gentlemen, good luck. Each week, the winning school receives a $1,500 scholarship grant from the General Electric Company and returns to defend its title. The runner-up school receives a $500 scholarship grant, and our game begins directly after this message from General Electric.
Now, ironing's a breeze with the new General Electric Spray, Steam, and Dry Iron. You iron easier than ever because of many work-saving features. First, there's the contoured handle for a comfortable grip, cuts ironing fatigue. Second, a new fabric dial that's so easy to set. Delicate and synthetic fabrics get special care with 3 wash and wear settings as your guide. Third, the new sole plate design spreads volumes of even flow, deep penetrating steam. Iron glides smoothly for perfect results. 4, no pre-dampening necessary, no tiresome pumping. Just press lightly on the power spray button and immediately a continuous mist of spray dampens lightly, allowing you to iron stubborn wrinkles away. Fifth, and best of all, there's a handy water window. Just tilt, and it tells when your iron needs filling. Yes, whatever the fabric, ironing's a breeze with the new General Electric Spray, Steam, and Dry Iron. Available with black or white handle. Buy it tomorrow, first thing, at stores everywhere.
All right, teams, you're both familiar with the rules. Are you ready, Park College?
Ready!
All set, Portland State?
Ready!
They're ready, too. All right, there's the whistle to start the game. You're playing for a 25-point bonus question. Here is your first toss-up. Now listen very carefully. For 10 points, what happened in Greece between February 16th and March 1st, 1923, in England between September 2nd and September 14th, 1752, and in Russia between February 1st and February 14th, 1918?
Portland State, Westwood.
Revolutions.
No, can you take it, Park College?
Park, Black.
Interim governments.
No, the answer is nothing at all happened. These are the lost periods in history due to the changeover from the Julian to the Gregorian calendar in these respective countries. I still have that 25-pointer waiting now. Here's another toss-up. A word used in the title of one of John Milton's most famous poems is also a term used in music. For 10 points, what word or term?
Portland State, Smith, Larry.
Allegro.
Allegro, that's right, 10 points. All right, Portland State. For 5 points apiece, state the essence of these laws in the sciences and the social sciences. First, Newton's first law of motion.
What's the first law? Forces. All bodies in motion tend to stay in motion in a direct line. All bodies at rest tend to stay at rest.
Yes, unless a resultant force acts on it to change its motion, that would be required for the rest of that answer. Let's go to the second part. Kepler's first law of planetary motion.
That's the elliptical ellipse.
Okay, the planets move in ellipses. About the sun, which is at one of the foci of that ellipse.
Yes, that's right. How about Gresham's law?
That's bad money drives out good money.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. And now how about the second law of thermodynamics?
Is it the conservation of energy?
You cannot transfer,
Conservation of
heat will not move to a warmer spot. Heat moves only to a colder spot.
Yes, that's it. And finally, Malthus's theory of population increase versus the means
by
of subsistence
geometrical and not
increase.
by arithmetical progression.
Okay.
Population increases by geometrical and not by arithmetical progression.
And food increases arithmetically.
Yes, that's right. Okay, let's go on. You're playing for a 30-point bonus question now. Here's the toss-up. For 10 points, tell me, please, if I dropped a pebble in a still pool of water, would the water chiefly move outward, inward, or up and down?
Portland State, Westwood.
Up and down.
Yes, up and down. Waves are a rising and falling motion which transmit energy to the neighboring particles of water. All right, here's the 30-point bonus question. It's a question on a chorale, a chorus, and a concerto. Listen, and for 10 points apiece, tell me who wrote this music. Your answer?
Bach.
Yes, Bach. It's the chorale. Now, who composed this chorus?
Verdi.
Your answer?
Verdi.
No, it's Gounod. It's the soldier's chorus from Faust. Finally, who is the composer of this concerto? Do you have an answer?
Edvard Grieg.
Yes, Grieg. It's concerto in A minor. That's right. Okay, now I have a 25-pointer waiting. Here's the toss-up. Their surnames contain the same 7 letters, although not in the same order. Franklin was a president. Charles S. was a noted philosopher. For 10 points, provide either surname.
Portland State, Freeman.
Peirce. P-I-E-R-C-E.
Yes, that's right. Charles S. Peirce was the philosopher. The other one was, of course, Franklin Pierce, the president. And here's the bonus. For 5 points apiece, name these fictional captains. The captain who commanded the HMS Sutherland in a series of novels by C.S. Forrester.
Horatio Hornblower.
Horatio Hornblower.
That's right. The captain in a Cane Mutiny.
Captain Queeg, wasn't it?
Yes.
Queeg.
It was Queeg. The captain in Melville's novelette Billy Budd.
What was his name?
Captain,
God bless Captain
There. Captain Veer. No,
Yes, that's right. One of the captains in Stevenson's Treasure Island.
Captain Smollett.
Smollett.
Yes, okay. Captain Smollett or Billy Bones or Flint or Silver. I have a 20-pointer waiting now. Here's the toss-ups. I beg your pardon? Another part. I beg your pardon. There is one more. The captain who is the title hero of a ballad by T. McLaughlin and of a play by Clyde Fitch in which Ethel Barrymore made her New York debut as a star.
Captain Jenks. Or Jinx.
Yes, Captain Jinx of the Horse Marines. Okay. Now we'll go to this other 20-point bonus question. Here's the toss-up. Listen carefully. And for 10 points, identify the famous novel from which this passage comes. I see a beautiful city and a brilliant people rising from this abyss. And in their struggles to be truly free, in their triumphs and defeats, through long, long years to come, I see the evil of this time and of the previous time, of which this is the natural birth, gradually making expiation for itself and wearing out.
Portland State, Larry Smith.
The Web and the Rock?
No, can you take it, Park?
Park, Black.
Victor Hugo.
No, it's Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. I still have a 20-pointer waiting. Here's another toss-up. It can be hebephrenic, catatonic, or paranoid. It was formerly called dementia.
Portland State, Mike Smith.
Schizophrenia.
Yes, schizophrenia is the answer. What do psychiatrists call it? All right, Portland State, take pencil and paper and see if you can answer this problem within 20 seconds. An airplane flying at 350 miles per hour leaves San Francisco for Buffalo, a distance of 2,300 miles, at 9 a.m. 1 hour later, another plane traveling at 400 miles per hour leaves Buffalo for San Francisco. For 20 points, how much closer will the first plane be to Buffalo than the second when the two planes meet?
Much closer. Do you have any notion on how we're going to do this? I know it's a long, involved algebraic thing.
I say 150
Gee whiz.
miles.
Make a guess.
Yeah, have your answer, please.
Okay.
500 miles.
No, the answer is no closer. When they meet, they will both be the same distance from Buffalo. I have a 30-pointer waiting now. Here is the toss-up. The yo-hee-ho, ta-ha, poo-poo, bow-wow, and sing-song theories are all theories in a certain field or subject. For 10 points, what subject is it?
Portland State, Freeman.
Linguistics.
Yes, linguistics. That's right. 10 points. All right, gentlemen, you would all recognize Renaissance art, we presume. For 10 points apiece, let's see how well you do with Renaissance men. This man was a merchant prince, financier, politician, statesman, patron of art and letters. He is the best-known member of his Florentine family.
Lorenzo de' Medici.
That's right. This young man was handsome, eloquent, and some say ruthless. With his papal connections and military ability, he became an important factor in Renaissance Italy.
Cesare Borgia.
That is right. And, finally, this man of elegance was called Le Roi Grand Nez. We might say King Big Nose. He was king of France, and his son married Catherine de' Medici. Who was he?
Francis I.
Yes, he was. Francis I. May we check the score now, please? Mel.
Park College, nothing. Portland State College, 145.
All right. You're playing now for a 25-point bonus question. Here is the toss-up. Only once in English history have 4 kings of the same name ruled consecutively. 10 points if you can name them.
Portland State, Westwood.
George.
Yes, George. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's right, for 10 points. And here's the bonus. For 5 points apiece, name these characters in Sir Thomas Malory's Morte d'Arthur. The greatest of all the knights, except those who achieve the Grail quest.
I should say Lancelot.
Lancelot.
Lancelot, yes. King Arthur's son by his aunt, an ill-tempered, evil knight who eventually betrays his father.
Mordred.
Yes, that's right. A potent enchanter and magician.
Merlin.
Merlin is right. The cowardly, jealous king of Cornwall.
Oh, he's Tristram's father.
Okay. Is it Mark?
Your answer?
Mark.
Yes, Mark, that's right. The king's half-sister who continually devises evil for him and his knights.
Look, Morgana Le Fay. That's right.
Morgan Le Fay, yes,
Morgan Le
that's
Fay.
right. All right, I have a 20-pointer coming up next. Here's the toss-up. It is a vast peninsula of the Eurasian landmass separated from Asia by the Ural Mountains, the Ural River.
Portland State, Westwood.
Europe.
It is Europe, that's right. All right, gentlemen, from Portland State, here is a spelling bee bonus. You will select one person from your team who you think is a pretty good speller to come over here and spell correctly on this blackboard the words that I will give him. And you have selected Mr. Freeman, okay? Mr. Freeman, would you take the chalk, please, and stand over on the other side? Now, for 5 points apiece, spell these 4 words according to contemporary standard spelling. First, bellwether. And your teammates may, of course, help you if they wish.
E-E.
Correct.
Well,
Right.
that's okay, I think. No E in it, I think. No. Is it a
Maybe
W-E-T-H or W-A-T-H?
only one L. One L?
Okay.
No A in it.
Okay, let's call it good there.
Yes, that's right, for 5 points. Try the next one, noisome.
Nice. Looks good enough. Yes, that's our answer.
Yes, that's right, commitment. Commitment.
Yes.
Okay, that's right. And finally, acceleration.
Acceleration.
Exhilaration.
Exhilaration.
Accelerate.
No.
I'll check it to see if it's right.
Is it A-R-A-T or I-R-A-T?
I think it's right.
I think it's I.
No.
Okay. Do you want to take it at that, Rob? You're sure, huh?
Yep.
Okay, well...
Yes, that's right. 20 points. I have a 30 points. There's the whistle to end the first half, and the score is...
Park College, 0. Portland State College, 210.
In just a moment, we'll take time out and talk with the teams.
Good health depends upon many things. Fresh air, exercise, balanced diet, and yes, proper toothbrushing too. Yet most people don't brush as well or as thoroughly as they should. This was shown in extensive clinical tests in which some groups brushed by hand while others used the General Electric automatic toothbrush. Here are some average scores recorded for the General Electric groups, which showed those using the General Electric automatic toothbrush had cleaner teeth than groups brushing in the ordinary way. Yes, test after test proved the General Electric toothbrush can give you and your family cleaner teeth plus healthful care of the gums. Even children find it easy to develop good oral hygiene habits with the General Electric toothbrush. The American Dental Association's Council on Dental Therapeutics says the General Electric toothbrush has been accepted, Group A, as an effective cleansing device for use as part of a program for good oral care required for oral health. Buy one for your family. It's best for home dental care. Also available in a smart new travel model.
Each week, our visiting team brings along a film of its campus. And now, to tell you about Park College, here is Peter Francis.
Thank you, Mr. Earl. Park College, founded in 1875, is a small, independent, coeducational college of liberal arts located in Parkville, Missouri, 10 miles from Kansas City. Although affiliated with the Presbyterian Church, the faculty and students represent a broad cross-section of religious faiths. Students come from 32 states and 12 foreign countries. 80% live on campus. Enrollment is approximately 600. Small classes and close personal faculty-student relationships create a stimulating atmosphere. Park's curriculum provides a broad educational foundation leading into an area of concentration, plus electives in students' interests. Seminars, research, and independent study are available for qualified students. Approximately 50% of our graduates go on for further study. Park has a well-balanced program of campus activities which include intercollegiate sports. It is on an 880-acre campus overlooking the Missouri River. Park College is a community of scholars, faculty, and students pursuing together the quest for learning and wisdom.
All right, there's a brief look at Park College. Thank you, Peter. Now, let's find out more about this team from Portland State College. Larry Smith, tell us about yourself, please.
Mr. Earl, I'm in English. I'm a junior in English and drama. And I'd like to go out and get my Master of Fine Arts, and then I plan to work in the professional theater.
Okay. Captain Jim Westwood, how about you? What are you in?
I am a junior. I'm currently majoring in physics. Well, that is my major. I plan to go to graduate school and do work in meteorology, after which I hope to have a career in the United States Weather Bureau.
Right, as a weatherman.
Yes.
Right, okay. How about Robin Freeman? You are a what, sir?
Well, Mr. Earl, I'm a senior, and I'm majoring in philosophy. And next year, I hope to go to school in England, where I want to study the philosophy of the Renaissance.
In England?
In England,
That
yes.
sounds very interesting. We wish you good luck. Mike Smith, our other Smith. What are you studying, Mike?
I'm a junior in psychology, and I plan to do at least some graduate work in either counseling or clinical psychology.
So you'll be heading for more school then, too.
Right.
Right. Okay, there's a brief look at the team from Portland State College. And in behalf of all the colleges and universities that have appeared with us, we would like to thank the television editors across the country who have voted College Bowl as the top television program in its field. And our thanks to the publishers of Radio Television Daily who conducted this annual poll. All right, fellas, there's the whistle to start the second half with the score. Park College 0, Portland State College 210. Remember, the next time that whistle blows, it's the final whistle. If it blows while I'm asking a question, as you know, I must stop. If it blows while you're answering, you will be allowed to complete that one answer. You're playing for a 30-pointer. Here's the toss-up. For 10 points, give me the title and the author of the 20th century novel that begins with this sentence. As Gregor Samsa awoke...
Portland State, Freeman.
The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka.
Yes, that's right. 10 points. All right, Portland State. For 10 points apiece, name these post-Freudian psychologists. This woman psychoanalyst, the daughter of a Norwegian sea captain and a German mother, was trained in and worked with Freudian ideas, but diverged from them and evolved a growth-oriented, life-affirming, and holistic approach. In 1932, she came to America, and in 1941, she helped found the American Institute for Psychoanalysis, of which she was the first dean.
Mike?
Karen Horney.
Yes. This psychologist was one of the foremost American child psychologists and was best known for his experimentally determined norms of child development. He was director of the Yale Clinic of Child Development. Who was he?
Spock?
Gessel.
I'd say
Go ahead.
Gessel.
Yes, that's right. This psychologist is an outstanding authority on personality and morale. A teacher at Harvard, his best-known work is Personality, a Psychological Interpretation. Who is he?
He's at Harvard. He's currently living.
Compton.
No, it's Gordon Allport. I have a 25-pointer waiting now. Here's the toss-up. Descartes wrote, I think, therefore I am. For 10 points, to what German philosopher is attributed the statement, I ought, therefore I can?
Park, Gutman.
Hegel.
No, can you think of Portland State?
Portland State, Freeman.
Immanuel Kant.
Yes, that's right. 10 points. All right, Portland State. Though some Johns are sometimes called Jake or Jack, there are some Jacks and Jakes who are never referred to as John. For 5 points apiece, identify these Jacks and Jakes of fact and fiction. The Jake who loved Lady Brett Ashley.
Just in The Sun Also Rises.
It was Jake Barnes in Hemingway's The Sun Also Rises. The Jack whose first two names were really William Harrison and whose fortunes went up when Jess Willard went down.
Jack Dempsey?
Jack Dempsey.
Jack Dempsey, yes. The Jack who possessed an invisible coat, a cap of wisdom, shoes of swiftness, and a resistless sword.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
No, Jack the Giant Killer.
Jack the Giant Killer.
Yes, Jack the Giant Killer. The Jack who won fame in the Peasants' Revolt of 1381.
Oh, yeah. Jack,
Is it Jack
Jack Straw is the answer. The Jack whose technical name is Aracema triphyllum.
Jack-o'-lantern? Is that a pumpkin?
Yeah, okay.
Jack-o'-lantern.
No, it's Jack in the Pulpit. It's a flower. I have a 20-pointer waiting now. Here's the toss-up for 10 points. Tell me, please, with what artists do you associate these two scenes?
Portland State, Larry Smith.
Courier and Ives?
Yes, Courier and Ives, 10 points. And here's the bonus question. I'm going to show you two pictures. One is representative of a school of art designated by a two-letter name, and one is representative of a school of art designated by a three-letter term. Look at the pictures, and for 10 points apiece, give me the terms. First, this one. What is this kind of art called?
That's pop art.
Okay, pop.
Pop, that's right. It's by Wayne Thiebaud. And now, this one. What is its name?
2 letters, huh?
Bo.
Yes.
Wow.
No, it's op art. O-P, op art, or optical painting. This one was by Ben Cunningham. Now, you're playing for a 20-point bonus question. Here is the toss-up. This class of basic nitrogen-containing compounds, mostly found in plants, form the active ingredients of most of the pleasure-producing drugs used by...
Gutman, Park College.
Nitrogen dioxide.
No, 5-point penalty, and I'll repeat the entire question for Portland State. This class of basic nitrogen-containing compounds, mostly found in plants, form the active ingredients of most of the pleasure-producing drugs used by man, with the exception of alcohol, marijuana, and hashish. They and their derivatives also constitute some of the most valuable therapeutic agents, such as morphine, codeine, quinine, and ergot. For 10 points, what is the name for these organic bases?
Portland State, Mike Smith.
Opiates.
No, the answer is alkaloids. We'll go to another toss-up question. You're still playing for a 20-pointer. Here's the toss-up for 10 points. Tell me, with what mammal do you associate this music? The answer is a bat or Die Fledermaus. The music is by Strauss. I still have a 20-pointer waiting. Here's another toss-up. Rousseau wrote about his ideas on the education of a boy in Emile. For 10 points, what fictional character described her ideas as to the education of a girl in these words? I would send her at 9 years old to a boarding school in order to let her learn a little ingenuity and artifice. Then, sir, she should have a supercilious knowledge in accounts. And as she grew up, I would have her instructed in geometry, that she might know something of the contagious countries.
Portland State, Westwood.
Why the Doolittle?
No, can you take it Park College?
Park, Gutman.
Jane Eyre.
No, it's Mrs. Malaprop in Sheridan's The Rivals. I still have a 20-pointer waiting. Here's another toss-up for 10 points. Tell me, please, which of these men was not a contemporary of the other men? The composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, the statesman William Pitt, the philosopher Spinoza, or the economist Adam...
Portland State, Freeman.
Spinoza's not a
Yes,
contemporary.
Spinoza, who lived in the 17th century. All of the others overlapped in the 18th. All right, Portland State. Here are two questions on our Constitution. For 10 points, how many articles were in the Constitution as originally adopted?
You'll have to do that,
Oh,
too.
before they started, what are we on? 8.
No, 7 is the answer. For 10 points, what is the number of the last amendment to have been ratified by the states and to have become law?
I think it's 24.
24. Okay.
24.
24, that's right, for 10 points. I have a 30-pointer coming up now. Here's the toss-up. People travel by car, by ship, by walking, by swimming, and by many other methods. For 10 points, what well-known hero of popular fiction characteristically traveled by means of brachiation?
Portland State, Mike Smith.
Tarzan.
Yes, Tarzan, that's right. Brachiation is swinging from one hole to another by the arms. All right, here's the bonus for 10 points apiece. Identify the writers who wrote these plays and novels with one-name titles. The French dramatist who wrote Beckett.
Jean Ennui.
Ennui, yes, that's right. The American writer who wrote the new novel Herzog.
I don't know.
Oh, gee.
Saul Bellow?
Sorry, Saul Bellow.
Bellow, yes, that's right. The contemporary British playwright who wrote the play Luther.
John Osborne.
That's right. Now, I have a 20-pointer waiting. Here's the toss-up for 10 points. Who succeeded whom as chief minister of France in 1642?
Portland State, Westwood.
Talleyrand succeeded Richelieu.
No, can you take it Park College?
Park, Scullin.
Mazarin succeeded Richelieu.
Yes, that's right, for 10 points. And here's the bonus question. As you know, Park College, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor in December 1941 for 20 points. What former Russian seaport did they attack in February 1904?
Port Arthur.
Yes, that's right, 20 points. Now I have a 20-pointer waiting. Here's the toss-up for 10 points. When a physicist determines the ratio of the mass of a body to a mass of equal volume of water at some standard temperature,
Portland State, Westwood.
gravity.
Yes, specific gravity. What property of the body does he determine? And that's the answer. And that's it. Time's up. The game is over. We'll validate the final score and, in a moment, announce the winner and award the scholarship grants.
Now, fix any size toast to order. Thick or thin, long or short, even odd shapes, in the General Electric toaster oven that toasts both sides at once, evenly, perfectly, and delivers the toast right into your hand automatically. The toaster oven bakes like an oven, too. Bake brown and serve rolls, frozen pies, baked potatoes, and even a delicious meatloaf on the special easy-to-use oven tray. Set the temperature control as you would your oven. Top and bottom heating elements ensure perfect baking action. And the picture window lets you watch while you bake. There's even a special top browner for English muffins, hors d'oeuvres, or open-faced cheese sandwiches.
It bakes like an oven, toasts like a dream.
Perfect toast at a finger's touch, plus the baking convenience of an extra oven. The General Electric toaster oven is available at fine stores everywhere.
It's official. The final score today is Park College 25, Portland State College 350. Portland State is the winner. And for carrying home the honors today, Portland State College will receive a $1,500 scholarship grant from the General Electric Company, and to Park College goes General Electric's $500 scholarship grant. This week marks the 118th birthday of Thomas Alva Edison, and as you probably know, it was Edison's invention of this incandescent lamp that gave birth to the electrical industry that now spreads out in all directions, employing more than 3 million people, just about 1 out of every 20 American workers. It's little wonder that we annually observe Mr. Edison's birthday with National Electrical Week, which starts today. This year, the General Electric Company and the entire electrical industry is placing emphasis on programs designed for youth. We are proud to support those parents and teachers who, by making the process of learning interesting and exciting, are encouraging today's youngsters to stay in school. And now, in just a moment, we'll bring you news of next week's contest.
Like to wake up to a gentle alarm? Or do you need a real loud waker-upper? Whichever you desire, this new General Electric clock with adjust alarm control is for you. Turn here for as soft as you like or as loud as you need. What's more,
When the sun goes down, the dial lights up.
buy the new General Electric clock with adjust alarm in antique white or beige, a welcome gift.
Our score again today, Park College 25 and Portland State College 350. Next week, Portland State will defend its title against a challenging team from Kent State University, Kent, Ohio. Questions used on a General Electric College Bowl are authenticated through the research facilities provided by the World Book Encyclopedia. We hope you'll join us again next Sunday when Portland State meets Kent State on the College Bowl, brought to you every week at this time by the General Electric Company.
Remember, in education, as in science and industry, at General Electric, progress is our most important product. We'll see you next week.